From a data perspective, the population of low-income households in Taiwan continues to decline, but these people have not decreased. It can even create a vicious cycle of hereditary poverty. There are many policies for low-income households, such as social assistance allowance, employment allowance, medical allowance, education allowance, and food allowance. However, the threshold for applying for low-income households is too strict, and many people in need are unable to receive allowance. And even if you receive allowance, they only provide short-term help and cannot cure the problem. And what we stand for is, if the application for low-income households is lowered, more people in need can be helped. To find out, continue to track cases to better understand what kind of help they need. When talking about the obstacle to the progress of social welfare, we have to mention the cowardly worker. Cowardly worker. I have looked for a job in the past year, but gave up looking for a job because I thought there were no job opportunity or that I could not find a suitable job due to my limited qualifications. Based on our research, we find the volunteer effect has dominated labor force participation over the past decade. Cowardly workers are not only a heavy burden on a country labor market operations and unemployment issue in the short term, but in the long term, they may have an impact on the productivity and economy development of the entire country. By observing how receiving subsidy directly affects employment, it can be seen that the impact of the social assistance subsidy on timid workers is not obvious. This means that subsidy is not significant help timid workers find employment, and it also means that the poverty cannot be reduced. At the same time, we studied the population distribution of low-income households and found that many households do not have anyone with their ability to work, which means that no matter how much assistance they receive, they have no chance of getting out of poverty and must rely on government assistance to survive. Based on the above research and decision, we found that government subsidies are necessary, but subsidies are not a tool for low-income households to escape poverty. Education and employment opportunities are the tools used by low-income households to get rid of poverty. This overturns our initial proposition, lowering the standards of subsidies and welfare so that more people in need can receive help. The government now needs to work hard to change the direction actually to provide more education and employment opportunity and bridge the gap between urban and rural areas and between men and women. This is the best solution to reducing poverty in Taiwan.